Welcome back to the Palm Bayers flagship weekly news broadcast, This Week in Palm Bay. I am Rosie.
And I am Buzz. Today is Sunday, August 9th, 2026, and we are breaking down a historic week of municipal oversight, tax policy, healthcare expansion, and local growth across South Brevard.
Coming up in today's broadcast, the City of Palm Bay orders an immediate halt and physical hooding of all corporate flock automated license plate reader cameras following a major permitting audit.
Plus, City Council sets a lower tentative millage rate for FY27 while explicitly instructing staff to keep the Palm Bay Aquatic Center open.
Planning and Zoning approves Health First's massive $230 million hospital expansion while denying a controversial bulk propane plant.
And on our economic growth desk, Jack in the Box targets Palm Bay outparcels for its Space Coast return alongside fresh commercial permit submittals.
Let's launch straight into our lead story. On Friday, August 7th at precisely 11:59 a.m., City Manager Matthew Morton and Police Chief Jeff Spears ordered an immediate full operational suspension and physical hooding of Palm Bay's entire citywide flock automated license plate reader camera network.
This executive halt order followed a preliminary internal audit revealing that corporate vendor Flock Safety failed to obtain mandatory municipal building permits and right-of-way construction permits before erecting license plate reader posts across city property.
City Manager Matthew Morton issued an unambiguous executive statement detailing the administration's decision on the suspension, stating, quote, "This City Council is committed to trust, transparency, and accountability, and they have consistently demonstrated that. When questions are raised about a system that affects public safety and public confidence, we have an obligation to stop, examine the facts, and make sure everything has been done properly. The cameras will be suspended during this review." End quote.
Police Chief Jeff Spears co-signed the suspension order alongside Manager Morton to ensure procedural compliance, while noting in past council discussions that license plate recognition has been a key tool in law enforcement operations. Chief Spears concurred that municipal permitting laws must apply equally to all entities.
Speaking directly to Spectrum News 13 regarding the current suspension, Councilman Chandler Langevin delivered a clear privacy warning, stating, quote, "There are concerns from the residents that they can't drive anywhere in our city without the government knowing, so there is a balance there between public safety and our residents' privacy that we're going to have some tough discussions about." End quote.
Speaking to Spectrum News 13 regarding the suspension, Mayor Rob Medina defended the camera network, maintaining his long-held stance from the February 2025 council meeting where he stated, quote, "I kind of don't understand the concerns with it, but the tools to law enforcement is invaluable," end quote.
Mayor Medina also emphasized high-profile crime apprehensions from an April 2025 council meeting, stating, quote, "A camera we were able to capture an individual that killed someone and then stabbed someone and assaulted 2 women comes to Palm Bay. So all I gotta say is those cameras paid a significant price in saving the life of our citizens, and he was arrested at Cumberland Farms right down the street," end quote.
The suspension caps a multi-year debate that began when a previous city council quietly approved Flock on a consent agenda in August 2021. During the May 21, 2026 regular city council meeting, Deputy Mayor Mike Jaffe thanked citizens for pushing for public debate about flock cameras, noting that the original consent agenda vote had bypassed public awareness and stating that he learned a great deal from resident testimony.
Concerns over policy safeguards gained momentum when retired Deputy Police Chief Lance Fisher revealed during public comment that the city operated Flock for over 4 years without a formal written auditing policy, raising concerns over potential misuse and past surveillance of a local resident. Civic sentiment analysis indicates 74% of Palm Bay residents support the city's halt order, with 52% citing code enforcement fairness between corporate vendors and private homeowners, and 22% emphasizing roadside safety and privacy.
Turning to our City Hall governance desk, Palm Bay City Council convened on Tuesday, August 4th, for its primary FY 2027 budget workshop, establishing key fiscal targets and structural expenditure cuts.
Council reached swift consensus to adopt a tentative millage rate of 6.6015 for FY 2027, marking a reduction from the FY 2026 rate of 6.7000. To balance municipal operations against revenue projections, Council implemented an 18.3% overall reduction in municipal spending. This includes an immediate freeze on purchasing new general fund vehicles and halting non-essential capital expansion projects.
While a temporary closure of the Palm Bay Aquatic Center was evaluated, City Council explicitly instructed staff to keep the pool open for residents. Because Council achieved rapid alignment during Day 1, the second scheduled budget workshop was officially canceled.
Moving to the August 6th regular City Council meeting, Council voted unanimously to approve a $430,330.38 engineering design contract for the 3-mile widening project along St. John's Heritage Parkway.
Council also conducted a public hearing on Ordinance 2026-20, updating city charter vacancy procedures to enforce a 12-month special election rule, alongside approving boundary updates for the Malabar Springs Community Development District under Ordinance 2026-14, and advancing updated floodplain and wellfield protection regulations under Ordinance 2026-22.
Shifting to our Planning and Zoning desk, the Palm Bay P&Z Board met on Wednesday, August 5th to evaluate major healthcare and commercial zoning applications.
The board officially approved site and zoning development plans for Health First's massive $230 million hospital facility expansion in Palm Bay, significantly increasing South Brevard's inpatient bed count and emergency medical capacity.
However, the Planning and Zoning Board voted to officially deny a controversial conditional use application submitted by Thermotane for a 30,000-gallon bulk propane storage plant, following strong safety objections from surrounding residential neighbors.
The board also reviewed a rezoning request for a 353-acre parcel along Mickle Road, seeking to convert the land from rural residential to parkway mixed-use and flex-use.
Over on our economic growth desk, West Coast fast food chain Jack in the Box is launching an aggressive return to the Florida market after a 30-year hiatus under its corporate Jack on Track expansion strategy.
Led by Chief Executive Officer Darren Harris and Chief Development Officer Van Ingram, the San Diego-based chain opened its Florida flagship store in Longwood on February 19, 2026, with a second location opening this month on South John Young Parkway in Orlando.
Regional franchise operator Ed Zausch of EZ Restaurant Group has executed a 10-unit development agreement targeting Greater Orlando and Brevard County, with corporate expansion maps explicitly identifying Palm Bay, Melbourne, and Cocoa as primary Space Coast targets.
Deep Dive Commercial Real Estate Probing confirms Jack in the Box is actively pursuing prime outparcel sites along Palm Bay's St. John's Heritage Parkway Southeast Corridor at Babcock Street and Emerson Drive, including Cypress Bay Commons and shops at Palm Bay, as well as the Malabar Road Corridor.
In our weekly IMS commercial permit sweep, municipal filings include submittals for Chipotle Mexican Grill Store number 6707 at 9143 Babcock Street Southeast, Quest Diagnostics at 1040 Malabar Road Southeast, Indigo Dermatology at 5200 Babcock Street Northeast, and performance bond approvals for Emerald Lakes West Phase 2A.
Turning to civic and business notices, Palm Bay voters should note that on Monday, August 10th, the Ted Whitlock Community Center Gymnasium will serve as an official primary election polling location, temporarily relocating indoor recreational activities.
On Thursday, August 20th, the City Procurement Department and the Brevard County Purchasing Cooperative will host the 2026 Vendor Engagement Fair at the Tony Rosa Community Center from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This free event connects local suppliers directly with government buyers and provides guidance on registering with the city's Bonfire e-procurement portal.
In regional business leadership, the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce will present its 8th annual Space Coast Symposium on Friday, August 21st at the Radisson Resort, featuring keynote speaker and NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman.
At the library, the DeGroote Public Library will host Level Up, Nintendo Switch Gaming, on August 17th, and a Read Your Way to K Early Literacy Playdate on August 20th.
In community athletics, the Tony Rosa Community Center will play host to the Mayor's Cup Boxing Invitational on Saturday, August 29th, presented by the Palm Bay Round 13 Boxing Club and Box Light Promotions.
Doors open at 1 p.m. with the first bell sounding at 2 p.m., featuring 20 to 26 amateur bouts. General admission tickets are $25, ringside seating is $45, and children 5 and under enter free.
Outdoor enthusiasts can attend a ranger-guided nature tour at Turkey Creek Sanctuary on Sunday, August 16th at 10 a.m., while runners can participate in the Staff Sergeant Tristen Wright 5K Memorial Run on Saturday, August 15th at Max K. Rhodes Park.
That concludes episode 18 of This Week in Palm Bay. For complete document archives, story links, and daily investigative reporting, visit news.thepalmbayer.com. Thank you for watching. Stay engaged, Palm Bay, and we will see you next week.